It's sad when you trying to discredit me. Racism from Yellow Breezy community. I want BET to see me when I sue the hell out of them. When racism gets sued. They support you, Yellow Breezy. Hey, I just did on the civil rights for supporting a racist ass nigga. Him and his that he holding it down, right? He holding it down, right? Racism holding it down, right? A black racist man that trying to discredit me, holding it down, right? When they know about me. Drake said we didn't hear that much. Lil Baby say he in it, but not really in it. You know, I was in Dallas County, and one thing they said, you know Lil Baby and you know Lil Durk and Drake, why they not there for you? God say, look, I have to understand this world. And we gonna tag Lil Baby and them in this. And Lil Wayne, I have to understand this world. And I have to be the hold it down because of racism. I have to be able to keep myself together, God say. Even they not bailing me out, I have to be the one that's keeping it together. To understand the matter, to keep my head. Lil Baby say, all color not dumb. But God children not dumb. God children not dumb. I want Lil Baby to hear me. God children is not dumb. When we stand for it, we stand for it. All children not dumb. But they know that MO3 lied. And Yellow Breeze and them lie. I don't want to hear that, man. And Dallas now you trying to come together. Now they trying together, and I've been working on talking to people in Dallas. We know that dummy was going to go to jail. We know that dummy. But let me tell Texas, God said when I leave, you taking my spirit with you. When I leave. You know, I went to the Civil Rights Act after Texas played with me again. And Governor Abbott think that's cool. That is not cool, man. That is not cool. That is not cool. Governor Abbott care about his people more. That is not cool. And the black suit with that bullshit. That is not cool. So what we gonna do, we gonna, hey, I already filed a civil suit against the Justice Department proceeding on interfering with justice. You letting the state of Texas community interfere with justice. With prejudice and discrimination and spiritual warfare game. And I want them to know something. Spiritual warfare game. So I want you to know 30 more million behind that. I want them to know that. Or what I just did. You let the Dallas community, you giving them time and we must strike. You letting the liars and Trap Boy Freddy and Dallas and them, we must strike, God say. You giving them time. You giving racists and liars time in Dallas communities and to Big T involved and the rest of them. You giving them time. If I don't have my money, we ain't hanging out. I don't care about that damn that money I'm getting. I do it by myself. God said we want it. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. We ain't taking no losses. But you know, God said that's on me, baby. I ain't taking no losses. Texas hip hop better pay me. Hip hop in Texas, BT, supporting racism. Supporting racism. Texas better, BT better pay me. Better pay me. You get that racism award. They better pay me. And God said, when I come for my money, it better add up. It better add up. When I come for my money, it better add up. And I know how to count, bitch. It better make it look sense. You hear me? I've been counting money since 14. And I'm going to tell them, they better pay me. We're going to tell the Justice Department. BT want to support that lying nigga? Want to be affiliated with him? That racist city? What was said in Carrollton, Texas, while the Dallas Carrollton police was sitting there? You dumb and you retarded and told you no, you couldn't help me, right? All the mayor gonna be removed. And the black people are standing right there because they'll do it again, right? Racism and Dallas will do it. They standing behind it. I see the mayor sitting up there putting a video. I see what I see. I see a black mayor have no moral code. Horoscope for October, Sagittarius. Horoscope for October, Sagittarius.
SkinCeuticals vitamin C serums are proven.
Nobody don't have to put up with that shit, man. Nobody's not gonna put up with that shit, bro. Nobody's not gonna put up with that. I like listening to some of my good horoscopes. Some of it's good, some of it's not. Now, Mayor, we can expose those calls. If you really want to talk about it, Mayor, we can expose those calls, City Hall members. I had to fit. We can expose those calls, and not these thirsty ass women that been. Hey, let's keep it real with you. Let's keep it real with you. I had to do a lot of research about the business, but people think they're entitled when they not for me. When they not for me. When they not for me. When they think they're entitled when they not for me. Hey, the mayor, we can expose those calls, right, Mayor? When I found out about the music industry, I connected with people. What you did, you liar, Yellow Breezy. I connected with people. Trump knows it, Joe Biden knows it, and everybody knows it. But y'all Dallas, the racist liar, with Governor Abbott and y'all black people, New York, Chicago, UK, everybody wanted to be on my team, right? Right? But the mayor with his lying racism put his city, and God say, and you want to complain over textile? Let me tell you how this is going to go. I can see everybody that's voting for Trump and talking about their tax dollars, I can file a civil rights complaint on everybody that's voting for the situation that's complaining about tax dollars. Let's handle this when we don't have a voice. Let's handle this situation. So let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to find one voting place where you vote at. And I know voting hasn't started yet. It started. I'm going to find one place. And I'm going to make one racism against disability, black, white, and Mexican teaming up. And let me tell you something. One building. And I'm going to file a civil rights complaint. I'm going to find a voting building in Dallas, Texas. Right now when I get over here, and I'm going to sue your ass for it. I'm going to sue for what you stand for. So let me tell you what we're about to do. And everybody, you talk about your tax dollars, and Trump is on your team. Black and white racism. You complain about tax dollars, but let me tell you something. You want us to stick by the rules, but businesses of racism, not the Kroger's, none of them not sticking by their rules when they fake their love for us and want us there. We already told her I wanted $30 million from Kroger's when Kroger's came into Walmart. The same guy that interviewed me and he judged me off my handwriting, he coming into the store that I work at and looked at me with racism. The same manager that's right by the store on Marsh Lane and the Kroger's right in that area. And he's surprised. You was racist then? All that intimidation, that mean mugging, that rolling your eyes with your lip rolling up, my nigga. He gonna come in there and stab me with racism. You didn't want me there? Come on, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Oh, let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it. Hey, you the government, right? Hey, I want you to see out that smart card. You the government, right? Hey, I told government, if you the government, get out of my check stuff and look at the cameras. You the government, right? Look when I first met the worker at Smart Card and he rolled his eyes with racism. You the government, right? Look at the black employees at Smart Card. You the government, right? God said you the government. Let's play this game. You little racist motherfuckers wanna roll this train? Come on, let's ride this train, Texas. Let's ride this train. A person that work at EPI in downtown Carrollton, right? EPI in downtown Carrollton, right? They called me in after my dad didn't work there, and they didn't need me, right? They didn't need me. Racist, white, and Mexican, right? Let's talk about it. How your society acts. Let's talk about how disability try. You know, after that stunt that Smart Card pulled that DFW, and Miss Tammy said, that don't sound like you, but what did you do to him? You know what Miss Tammy said? Get that racist black white man, that piece of shit. You ain't for us, Governor Abbott. You for them. You care about them more, right? But you know what God told me? I care about you when you give them more love and lie more for them and listen to what they have to say more than us too, right? Our black people, them trying to destroy that. They trying to destroy it. And Timlin better know his role. He better know his role, because when he fight for himself, he fight just for the money and the streets that's in it, just for the money. My luck has been turned around. But you got the nerve to talk, right? This is the understanding of that, right? I want you to go see. You see, you delaying more progress and me putting the civil suit against Smart Cards, right? And the Ticket to Work program, right? Hey, I want the Ticket to Work program to know I just sued them, right? What happened at that Irving factory? I want the Ticket to Work program. What happened at that? You want to counter sue? You want to be racist? What happened at that? You want to listen to, sometimes we can walk away from racism, but when you question that with your city, with your state, and they got a problem, Texas business, I don't respect them. God don't respect them. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. Now I watch Heartland. It reminds me of Fantasy Williams. In New Orleans, when I marched in the band, my band teacher used to always get on my ass about Why you talking to that police officer in that horse? I used to always been, why you talking to that police officer in that horse? Why you talking to the cheerleaders? Why you talking to everybody? Don't you supposed to be in line? Let me tell you, God is walking away from these things and these people that try to break and be on a team of racism. And I want to tell Big Tut, I will find you. God will find you. He will capture you. And he will put you to death. I want him to know something. And Houston to know something. You ain't paying no lawyer because your fan ain't paying no judge and none of them. I asked my lawyer about, I asked her. The thing is they going to give me what I deserve and they going to lie. Yellow Breeze is a liar, bro. Yellow Breeze is a liar. Yellow Breeze is a liar in Winston. Man, Tripod Freddy, my connection more than man, my conversation with people on different apps in New York, Chicago, and different platforms matter the most than your bullshit and your lies. So look, I don't have anger, I have passion. I have passion. And those things we must understand. We're going to restructure everything. We're restructuring everything. And right now, I got to restructure the way we got to retrain ourselves and we retrain ourselves. I said it in 2019. I said it on other platforms. We restructuring, retraining our mind. We doing things a lot different than we did in 2019, and we giving Texas our all. We ain't giving Texas businesses our all anymore. We ain't giving them. We are working from the ground of restructuring and rebuilding. I told Walmart guys, say they want to be part of change and be part of the reality. But God said, your reality, my reality is restructuring and rebuilding myself and restructuring my grant and restructuring the brand of the Get Your Weight Up family and other things and restructuring the way. And my record company is Get Money, Stay Out the Way. Restructuring everything that we do. They still family no matter what goes on. The history we have. The same thing with Hot Boy Turk. We restructure. And I wanted Mirza to have his own company. And that's what when I start something, I wanted him to have something. And that's what I tried to tell Mirza. When he was on MySpace and with Charlie Boy and all, I wanted him, he had his company and we had our thing. So I wanted him, and I've been had the Young Millionaires title. And Mirza will be right there to tell you, and somebody messaged me and threatened to sue me. So I've been had that title. And the person don't know that I had it since MySpace. When Charlie Boy said we didn't go hard and Rhino. So we restructuring everything that we do. And I have to restructure and we putting things in a different aspect of the way we do things. Me and Mirza having a problem of the thing problem. I wanted to hang out with Mirza because me and Mirza, Ralphie, I had no problem with them getting the CDs, but I needed to be by them for sight. And they didn't understand because when I was talking about the building in Garland and going around the communities, I had to realize my enemy was watching. And that's just something that I couldn't take my eye off of all of that stuff that I was doing in the mall and going around talking to people about the blueprint and on the Garland train in 2019 and talking to people in Carrollton community. I had to understand that where that comes from. And I say, and not that Ivory said some Boosie daughter said something about, no, you got to be there with your friends to get your friends sight. So I wanted to be there, even though Cheyenne and all the rest of them, I wanted to be there to watch why they talk to people and watch their surroundings and protect the friends. And so many disagreements that happened between us. And those are the things I wanted to do. And while I was with Marissa, the enemy, you just can't walk and just talk to people and not to understand the danger. And you go into events in Dallas and you making money off the CDs and you making money off the CDs and not expect, and you have to watch out for the enemy. I had to tell Rick the same thing. I say, Rick, I know what you're gonna hear, and I know whatever that is. I don't care if I disagreement. I told Samantha, I told everybody, like, but they have to listen why we gotta stay away and why manipulation and niggas that's itching in Dallas, they itching. They're itching for something. And that's what the conniving motherfuckers will do. And they're like, they play that little game. I got something for their ass. But let me tell you, if I leave, right, other states gonna be interested in me, right? Miss, and you don't know what's going on, right? I didn't sell my damn soul. But Dallas and them taking me for granted, right? You don't know a damn thing of what's going on. I came out with I did Trap Boy Freddy, a dumb self. People wanted to be on my team while your lying stuff still lie. We be there. I want to tell Boosie that we be there for we can watch out for our enemy together. Even when passing CDs out, that's when friendships and when we come together and work at God run, we be there because somebody must have sight and watch out for the enemy of that. You can have some people pass out CDs, but you got to have somebody watching. And that's why I wanted to be with Marissa and hang out with Cheyenne and Raphael and them and wanted me to pick them up in the car. Our enemy was going to walk amongst you. So I had to tell, and that's why I hate that me and Raphael, instead of us having that we don't know how to talk it out and do those things. And me and Cheyenne, we already had a hate and love friendship. And that was the really thing in that situation. Raphael had to stop her many times. And we always had that we always let me tell you something. I tell you some stuff. Me and her always had that. We never did have that great thing like in Carrollton. We always had conflict. Me and her. I always got like me and her always. We it was always a little fiction between us. But that didn't stop us from really. We never took it that far with each other. Like other friendships took it that far, but we really never got that out of control with each other. Like any of that, we really not got out of control. not to the point that we fight each other and beat each other. No, I don't think it never was that. And I think in other times I leave my game by Mirza's house and we just stop hanging out for a little bit. In other times, so it ain't never like with other friendships. It ain't really never got like that. And I don't care when you have other friendships. It ain't never like got like that between us, and I ain't never noticed that. I ain't never noticed because we argue many times. Rick like say, and when we talk about Hubert, you and Mirza and them always get into arguments, but it never got that out of hand. Like people don't know, like when you have friendships, it never get that out. It never get out of hand to the point where we got to get out of hand at it. So we never had those things. It never and the other friendships don't know how to they don't know how to deal with certain things. But we never had that. Like when we was in the most memory I have with Mirza on Demir, we made marshmallows Rice Krispie treats. We was in the studio and most people they don't know how to do that. Like when we came up with Hill Flows Volume One and Sabina went to Perry, bumping it with their friends and stuff. And we came and our school was on the ringtone of Perry, middle school in Carrollton, Texas. The thing I wanted to do more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to do a session. But we didn't our house was the mirror house was my house surely big enough when we living in apartments in a small house and it's surely not big enough for us. And right now, I got a thing where if I want to ever get back with Mirza and we come up with Hood Flows Volume 3, I want us to do a session about it. And that can be in our basement, and that can be in the basement. What I really wanted to do, I wanted to hold it down for like, I got my income coming. I wanted to be like, hold up, we got enough. We need to have a steady balance of where we are trying to go. And me and Mirza didn't understand that. I say, hold up, while we are doing music, and if I stay with you, that's going to help us out in the long run with that. And you got to realize where we trying to win. And I have to sign and not taking advantage of nobody, but I had to understand where I'm trying to win. And you got that mastermind, and you have that mastermind thing of where you're trying to win, and there's a different technique you're trying to do to win, but you got to make sure your friends and the people that you're around cover so are going to be like, I put half of all into my income into the rent with y'all. And all we do is gotta keep doing this and keep strategizing. But the house wasn't big enough. I was asking Mirza, let's move. And we get a house and everybody, we move into a house. And the understanding and get that big enough and those things. But we have to realize those kind of peace and those things. When me and Mirza in there, we do music. And we do music. Me and Mirza have Sabina called me like, and it reminded me of her dad. Like literally remind me of her dad. Like her dad. Like no, her dad used to crack some jokes. So when you hear somebody say the N word, you don't because it laughs and joke with it. So I really don't. I really look, man. Those are the things that we. But I wanted to tell Mirza like, hold up, we had it all planned out, but other people, and we had me and Mirza and them had it all. I was like, hold on, I was gonna put half into that. Then we are friends, and that to save money because when we trying to win, but I always had a vision, and I never. When you go on my TikTok get money, I used to watch, and Demir never know this. I study the games, and I had a dream about us like literally having a game and a match in music building, and we playing games and doing my son, my nephew, Braylon. he get mad at me because when I play with Tampa Bay, it's this running play that's always getting, but I'm always switching it up. And he get mad at me, say I'm switching different plays up, but when I get in a certain avenue around the line, that technique, that moving technique that with Tampa Bay, if it works, if it keep working, you got to use it. The technique you use on the field, if it work, you got to keep using it. If you haven't found the reason how to stop that play, I play with Tampa Bay. I play with Tom Brady. I play with Tom Brady, and I'm like that technique that I use. My little nephew Braylon, see, he can beat me in basketball. See, women, I have to. I'm getting the hang of it. I love the women's game a little bit. I'm a little good in the women's game. Okay, when we play in the women's game and all of those things, but I would like I play my little nephew got the PlayStation in there, but the women's game I hate that they don't dunk on there, man. I'm getting mad because the women not dunking, the goal so high, the men dunking, but the women not dunking. And like if I'm on a game and like they don't got no damn dunking skills on the women, they need to do something better. Like I know they got the new NBA, and I want to know if it got some damn dunking on there with the women. I'm like, man, look, the spread. I've been playing with all different teams sometimes to get the feeling of the team. I'm doing good. How you doing? So those are the things in there. And that business in Addison in 2019, the protective services was intimidating getting out the car and intimidating and having an attitude, smoking a cigarette. And the two business in Addison was laughing and taunting. So I gave the FBI those two businesses and I needed them to know what the businesses were doing in Addison, Texas. Guys, don't give this state and this community another chance to do it again. And you got to know how to not involve yourself with those things sometimes, what Dallas did. And we live in different counties. And Trap Boy Freddy can say anything they want. They didn't do nothing, but you was a part of the terrorism to come up. And look what you're doing now, sitting with OG Pee Wee. The more lies that come up. Look at the bullshit. I had to tell a girl that worked at Little Caesars, a girl that worked at Little Caesars, I had to tell her she didn't do nothing wrong, but what happened at Browns and McDonald's, you want to be a part of the customer's behavior. And that's the biggest threat where people want to be a part of the customer because they need to fit in to set a product. So you got to watch out for certain employees that want to fit in when a customer trying to attack you. That's to set a product. How you doing? Let me tell you something. I had to tell the teenagers on here what I had to go through. You have to keep everybody out your business. Your trust is everything. And I had to go through something a little deeper than what they going through. And I had to find out the cousin them having sex with her. I been knowed it. It wasn't nothing. I seen things. And Demir told me to leave. I have that. I had sex with that. Leave. And she told me when it was in Bosnia. And she not down for you. Leave. I had that. But I'm not gonna let no woman and nobody down me. I'm not gonna make. And when she went off and talked, I don't know shit. No, I know more than I know. And you can't let a woman try to warn you. No, let me tell you, I didn't get this tattoo because of her. You know what? She don't really matter. I didn't get this tattoo because of her. I didn't want her to try to warn me with her cousins and them. I don't want her to try to ruin because they would deny God like they did at Walmart. They would deny God. This is not about her. This is not about Sabina that went to Perry. It's not about her at the end of the day. But I forgive. That's the difference. But I'm not going to let nobody ruin me. Baby, when I met you, before I met you, I was on my shit. I had a job. Before we even did this, we were doing things, baby. Before we even did this, I started this shit. Before we even did this, and when you and your mama come at Big Lots and work, baby, I did this. And I'm surely not to let you mess up things. And I had to understand when I'm going to school on the weekend and that Creekview, while Aisha and all the rest of them, and I'm doing these things, I'm still at I'm still at Mary. I'm at like people don't know. I got 4 more years. I graduated in almost in the 2000, and people don't know that's not the Ashley graduation day. If you go in the yearbook, that's not my Ashley graduation. But why I transition through those things and I transition through it, and I'm a part of a moving on up. I had to understand those programs. When I worked at U-Haul, I was still a part of the school system and part of the Ticket to Work program. Because that's all tied in, all tied in with each other. Like, literally, y'all don't understand how things are connected or with each other. So, in the back, like, when I was actually talking to Aisha and them, I was actually a student, but I'm actually going to Creekview and I'm actually what that is going there too. Like I can still interact with my teachers at Newman Smith, and that was the greatest thing about that. Like just because I was at another school campus, that didn't change anything. Like I was going to Creekview in the summertime and helping them with garage sales and stuff at front of Newman Smith. Sometimes at front of Creekview. And I'm going to Creek. I'm not lying about these things. My teachers done put too much of time into me and put it to let some state, and let some Dallas, Texas ruin me. Shit, I had to tell Marissa why you didn't say nothing. All right, I'm already getting accused of cheating right in front of her mom and them. and doing things I don't. Yeah, you got to deal with stuff as a teenager. Like, I'm already getting accused. Your mama's sitting right on the sofa, and I'm already getting accused while your mama's sitting on the sofa. Why you scream at me? Why you downstairs? Why you stay? It's right by the CPS class over there in Carrollton, Texas. And I'm right getting fussed at. I'm like, hold up. You really think that I'm going to actually tell him what Demir told me? And I'm already getting chewed out about having a fit. You must be out your damn mind. I better leave the subject alone right now. You out your damn mind. I told Mary that. That's what we argued. We argued about it. I'm like, you out your damn mind. Her mom and them right on the couch and she fussing at me about cheating and doing stuff I got no business doing. I say, man, look here, man. Look, I'm telling him. Like, literally. And I argued with him about it. Like, literally about it. I said, I'm already getting damn chewed out about the situation, standing downstairs. And she downstairs, her mom and her dad on the sofa. And I'm like, hold up. I'm not to make it more fucking worse for me at this moment. And then he don't understand that. Like, no, like, that just gonna make the situation. I don't want to rock the damn boat more. Like, nah, you gotta understand when you're in a relationship, you gotta understand that shit. You rocking the damn boat. And then when I kept trying, her little brother told me to leave when he was still little. And then Demir kept going on the Facebook. I kept trying. So, man, look, we said sorry to each other. Then we had an argument again before we left again about, it's not time yet. We ain't gonna keep waiting for she to wake up. You know, I've been waiting a long time and I stood by the bullshit for a long time. This don't got nothing to do with Miracle. He wasn't even in the picture. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not the motherfucking rock the boat mo man. Look, I'm not down to do that shit, boy. When I'm getting screamed at about having a fit, you better leave me having cheating and shit. Now I done did some selfish shit. I done did some shit. Now to get back at her. Now I done did some selfish shit to get back at her. And I can admit that. Like I started talking. That's how Demir I met Samantha. I just talked to her, but that relationship was not supposed to last anyway. It lasted one day, and I was happy that her and Demir were got. I just wanted to piss her off. I did that to piss her off. I literally did that like to piss her off, like literally. And like Cece's sister Chantel, like she used to just sneak in my window, but nothing didn't happen. And I told her, like, nothing didn't happen. And she sleep like a week, a month, or two. And I give her a cover, and nothing didn't happen. Like, and I made a mistake. But I get tired of your cousin. I don't like the way we act. Like, people, you see people, how people killing each other's daughters and stuff. When you dating people's daughters, you want them to treat them right and treat them gentle. I don't like the way y'all act with each other. Look here, man. I'm having a situation. Man, look, I'm not out to rock the damn boat here. And her mom and dad right there. You better leave me the hell alone, man. Like, literally. But I did that. I did that to piss her off. Like, literally, I started talking to Samantha. Demir met Samantha over me, and I did that. And that one day, that's not a relationship. I only did that to piss her off. And I'm glad nothing didn't take place with Samantha in Dallas in that time. I'm glad. But I did that to piss her off. I really did that to piss her off. I wanted to get under her skin. And when you do something like literally wanted to get under her skin, I'm like, okay. I'm gonna make sure when you come back, I'm gonna get under your damn skin. I'm gonna piss you off more. All right. I wanted to literally get under her skin, like literally. Now, I wanted to literally get under her skin. But I like nothing. I told her nothing didn't happen, like literally. And that's the truth. Me and Chantel did nothing. She just slept. She just slept that and everything. So nothing didn't happen. And I told her that nothing didn't happen. You going to Perry and y'all going to Perry. She just slept over there. A week, a month, sometimes it lasts longer. But don't Chantel know that I was in a relationship, CC's sister, and we both know it, and we didn't cross that line. Like, bam, we didn't cross. And I told her that. And I hated that I made her cry. Like, I'm hurting. I hated, I wanted to wipe every tear from her. Like, I wanted to sit, I was right close to her, and I wanted to kiss those tears before it dropped. You never want to see the person you love cry, and you want to kiss that tear before it drops. And that's how I felt. I hated myself after that when that time. I really did. I suffered for that. I really did. And that stuff when God said, when you hurt someone you love, you have no understanding. You have understanding, but you have to be able to die. And when you get old, die with you, and it's gonna be in the heaven. And that's something you have to understand. Those things. So I'm like, and I had to say that dealing with Sabina. I had to say that, and I'm not judging. I don't care what anybody says. She should not judge. You know, um, wish her the best. But I'm not out to argue with you, and I'm getting chewed out. And then while you gone, they trying to get close to me, and I'm having a motherfucking crisis here. Shit. And then I'm not out to argue with Demir over who know Agwina first, Agwina and Jasmine first. I'm like, hold up. That's Tana. Tana introduced me to him. I had to deal with Jasmine mama pulling Jasmine hair in the car, and I had to start to come around Jasmine mama and help them in Capel, where like Jasmine mama started to have to trust me, like really when I started to help them move and stuff. Like it really took that with Jasmine and the Queen and them family, like. But just because you fucking agreeing, it doesn't mean I have to deal with the connive. I don't care. I'm not fucking none of that. I'm not in no relationship with her. I'm not in a relationship with her. I'm like not in a relationship with her. I'm like, hold up. I'm not out to argue with you. I saw that shit going on in Dallas County. Hold up for a second. I'm not out to talk about none of my sexual relationship with y'all motherfuckers in here. And y'all want to argue who know? No. That I shut my mouth right there. I like y'all got some issues going over. That should not matter anywhere it is. And I say, no. That is not about to happen. And I had to transition. People didn't know like I had to. I really wanted it, and I had to make sure when I was at Mary Grimes and Aisha and everybody, I had to make sure that when my friends didn't want to hang out, I had to make sure that I stay educated and I stay grounded. And that was the most thing, and that's why I always went to Miss Chastity, and I always kept my mind strong with her, even when I didn't have to go to summer school. And she had to add, and she hold the after school program where she got middle school kids after that. And me and this little kid, we go with our bikes and we go to all Martin Luther King Street. And they called me a familiar when I was getting into with the dark employees, and I called the Dallas News. And they called me a familiar when I called the Dallas Dark News. Cause y'all pass people up when y'all doing that shit. Like really, really. He called me a familiar. All right. Before you get to Newman Smith, and you going down by the Winco and Carrollton over there. They got a bus stop right between the houses, right? And sometimes people used to be packed over there. Sometimes I don't want to wait over there, and he gonna tell me, "Oh, you need to go at that stop." Why I can't go at that stop, right? Like it's just the dumb shit that goes on. And I worked at U-Haul. Like they don't even give us time. Like sometimes we have to be late to catch us bus, and we gotta clock out because I gotta put up all my stuff. And they see me walking across the street. That's why people life in danger. Instead in the bus waiting and they see us, they will pass us up. And U-Haul is right by the Addison station. And yeah, U-Haul is right by the Addison station. And the bus station. And those things. And sometimes I don't have enough time and they will see us and still pass us. You want us to get hit by a car? And that's what these bus drivers don't realize that. You putting people's life in danger. You gotta be by the station. Sometimes people are with their kids. You have to give people some time. And that's the things we're not understanding with those things. You want somebody to go all the way on the crosswalk to get over there. We gotta walk all the way on the crosswalk to order to get to you. And that's sometimes our jobs and we understand. Hold up. I know it's a crosswalk that I gotta get to instead of going on this thing and going on this thing, but I'm not trying to miss the bus. You want me to go all the way down that damn street, all the way at the corner, and go up there, then I gotta turn all the way around. I gotta go all the way around, then I gotta go towards the bus stop. You want me to go all the way towards the corner, go to the light, go follow the signs, and then the bus is passing us up. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, because they not going to stop. They not going to stop. And and then when they call me a familiar, you goddamn right I'm a familiar. And that ain't a bad familiar. That's a good familiar. There ain't no blade. That's a good familiar. That's a good familiar. Like, literally. And I always say to myself, if I was in front of Demir and Steve right now, and me and him always didn't get along with Demir, but when they talked about it's crucial that you get along with the people that you work with in there, I had to understand that because I had to work with them in the play. I had to literally work with them, but I think we could have did a better job in with Miss Gulo. And Miss Gulo can tell we just put that together. She can tell. I still got that memory of her while we actually did our thing in front of her. We just put that together. We actually just put that together in ways that we needed to understand. Like literally put that together. So I was dealing with a lot of those things, man. But I had to deal with a whole lot of unnecessary stuff, right? So we had to deal with a whole lot of stuff in that format. But now I think we could have did. If I ever talk with Steve again and that girl and Demir, if I ever talk to them, I think we could have did better for Miss Gulo. I really think we could have did better. But the parent didn't want to let us hang out, and we had nothing to deal with. And we could have got together in the gym after school and did something and hung out, but that was more of a, and did I play? But the parents didn't want us to interact like that, and we had to sit on the backyard, this girl backyard, and that's a little down the street. That's by the Perry School in the Ele. Steve used to stay in there. Other person that he played like he in the army. By the he stayed in the house that's right by the Carrollton, Texas CPS Center. He stayed in the house with his mama, and the girl stayed over there. And I think, and he'll tell you, if he ever tell you, we could have did better. We could have did way better than any of that. We could have did better. And those things, and I'm like, right? So that's the comment, and I know I could have did better. I know I could have did better. We didn't we just kept we had to keep stuff in our head when we presented it. We had to keep stuff in our head. We know what we was gonna do. And Miss Gulo sat there and watched us, and we know what we was gonna do. So we had to just, but it was just something that we put up because we didn't have time. Because the parents, it's the way the parents do things, and you paying two boys up with a girl, but a girl mom is not that. And that's the dangerous, that can be the dangerous thing where we are being paired in the theater class with each other. Like I got my felt, like I had a parent, everybody, I remember when we dealing with acne, and I deal with stuff like, I had to shave my face and my face break out. And I used a razor, I know I wasn't supposed to use it, and I used some shaving cream. And I know, and I remember coming to theater one time, and everybody in theater back in '07, I'm in theater class, and I'm hiding my face. Oh man, it was broken out, man. It was like something, and I'm high. Everybody said we don't care about that. I had to get out my. I was like, man, we don't care about that. One girl told me she a black girl. She got kids, and I saw her over there at the store I used to work at. She said she used to everybody talk about him, and I'm sick of it. But the thing is, you got people, y'all fine, but you mad because other people so interested in me. That's the most thing. You can walk past the baddest bitch at Newman Smith, and they show no interest in you. But if somebody else that's from another school or whatever that is, and we are connecting, that's a threat because the way they behave themselves in their society. And one thing I don't want Sabina to be ashamed. No, baby, look, you better hold that head while high up against the enemy or what we do. God let me know something. God let me know something. Everybody, Mirza mama get a disability. And she used to tell me about the stuff that goes on with Social Security. Now, trust me, I understand what's going on. But let me tell you something. Governor Abbott, your business is better straighten up. Because as long as I'm here and they keep being dishonesty and treating us bad and faking their love for us, I'm going to break every rule. My son go break your rules. You lucky I don't got any other kid. But my son and my stepson gonna know what to do. They're gonna know what to do when they get older. They're gonna know what to do about y'all supporting racism. I would break that rule every time when it got racism going on. And they don't want us to grow. They don't want us to be a part of their world. When I say treat us as equal, not belittle us when we get in a job. Treat us as equal so we can grow together. And we can learn from that. Because when you treat us as equal and not belittle us, we will have more growth and we will understand it. See, I just didn't work and not be in the books and study the mindset of working. I put in the books a mindset of working. Learning how to people work on the floor. Learning how the mindset of it. You would never understand me. You know, as we clean up, Demir Mama believed in me. And we brothers, and you know what other thing? They say I can do it too. But that God said that might have meaning. That meaning that have meaning. When I sat on that porch with Demir Mom and Dad, they have meaning and understanding. And right now, in this new beginning, we ain't going back and down from you or any one of them, God said. God said, I want you to take what Demir Mama told you and your family and all the rest of them told you. But let me tell you something. When Charles told me something, when Charles said that you will never be nothing, and he told the guy he had a ticket to work program. I don't believe him. And he told me that I'd never be nothing in this company. Right? What was said at 12? I want all of my money. And you say you didn't need me. Hey, with that contract, I seen the figures of that contract. I'm not going to tell you everything. They got a motive. No, baby, they motive better stay away from me with that motive, nigga. That motive better stay away from me, Yellow Breezy. That motive. I'm going to give you a little detail what that contract said. That Walmart is allowed to use my ideas. I'm going to get, that's a hint. That's a hint. But you think you got it all figured out, right? The doctor told him it was more of a physical. I told you why, and she still went through it with it. That just sad. That just sad. Hey, Judge, he told you why I was incompetent. Hey, right now I could get past some stuff with Doug McMillan, but that courtroom, they took it to the max. And my lawyer, I need to know the name Judge. I need to know the name Judge Coe. All right. Thank you very much. So when we go to the civil rights, and I want to meet because my lawyer, I don't want them to leave me with no information. So with no information, so I'm going to give them, and I'm going to tell any deception gone involved. You think you know everything. You don't know nothing. Just because Doug McMillan behavior does not understand God say that's going to stop me. I had to clear up of what happened. So I had to understand God say, I said in jail in 2019, I said, I really gonna have to fight for this. We really gonna have to get, and I had to think to myself, like, God said we can't give up. But I also, when I was crying, I said, God, don't let me take me off my mission. And don't let me take me off my Social Security mission. And I sat there. And not because I was crying and because I was scared. I wanted my mission to be taken care of. Social Security broke taunting and tagging me. When they look in the Atlanta off, that's why I gotta give them time. When that racist told me to shut up and go sit down, and I left my ID there at my little and she intimidated and rolling her eyes with racism in the Atlanta office. I told them they wasn't gonna get away, and the lady at the call center said, "Sue us if you want." Hey, I'm glad I had a teacher as Miss Chastity and them. Legislative branches, the network senators, autism, people in different things in Texas, right? Oh boy, I'm so lucky. I learned about the legislative branches and the senator. You think my teacher didn't teach me about you, Senator Ted? You think my teacher didn't teach me about y'all? You really got to be. It was something that New Orleans didn't actually teach me. That's sad that I didn't know about my New Orleans senators. That is damn sad that they not teach me about the New Orleans senators and learn about the history. But I learned about the Texas senators in there. That's really sad. That's really sad. And the only time you're gonna learn about the mayor and them if you see them on TV. They not teaching that shit in school in New Orleans. But really, get money start the way Hubert F. Baby, Hubert Sellers. Go to my boy, me and my music, Lil Diamond, Mirza Catholic 123, Lil Diamond, Wish Your Head of Wood, Talk is Cheap on YouTube, Young Prophet, shout out. Let me know when my next court date is. I don't want to come up there unless I'm getting my justice. Let me know when my next court date is. I don't want to come up there unless I'm getting my justice. I'm not going to keep doing the rescheduling. I didn't do nothing wrong, man. I don't want to hear that. No, man, you put me in that situation. You call me up there. I don't want to know no reschedule. No. Guys, I had to really, I know when I was promoting my music, I had to really understand it, but I also understand when I was on play, some people would manipulate other people to not invest in me and support me. That's the thing of manipulation in the streets, in the communities. So I had to realize, even though I talk, we always got a hater and we always got somebody that's coming in the thing. And worst thing, I was on Live Me where I was just on somebody broadcast and we're not doing face to face, but I'm on a broadcast and I told this one girl, I want you to play my music. And they said this, oh, but I told them like, and I talking about I'm restructuring. You know, me and Rick had our in and outs too, and I still haven't like, you know, Rick met Mills at Rick and all of they met Mills by me. Like I used to go to Brookhaven with Miss Jane. And Ricky and all the rest of them, Marissa and Ricky Hayes and them, all of them met them because of me. And I used to work with Miss Jane. Now, I used to say at Miss Jane, I miss her so much. Miss Jane, I miss her so much. She really, Miss Jane, I just miss her. I just miss her. She just, are really understanding. We go to Brookhaven, and Brookhaven put these ads up. And she asked Mills, he passed away of cancer in Dallas. So when we go into Brookhaven, she introduced in the little room, the business rooms in Brookhaven, and she's a maid. And she go to, and that's her side business. So whenever, like, we're not working, my name is Hubert Sellers. I worked at Hubert. I worked at U-Haul for 5 years. Me and the Bud Light girls at U-Haul, man, like the U-Haul CEO didn't want me in that position. I had to go through a lot, but they never gave me a try. Like man, I know I can do it, but I had to go when Brady told me that's all. You don't know what I can do. You don't know what I can do. You know, I hate when a man put a sticker on you. And Brady did that at U-Haul. And then I had to hear, oh, he don't want to budge. I cut his hours down and he don't want to budge. And they don't know what I had to go through. Like my relationship with the Bud Light girls in the middle, like girls that came in there, it really, in Addison, it really affected the way the CEO wanted me to go in the new position. And those things, and I know who was, and the people was on that phone. Trust him, I know more than I know because he came and saw me before. I know more than I know. Trust me, when he came down here, the CEO came down here and shook my hand. But he saw me having that great relationship with the Miller Lite girls and the Bud Light girls in Addison, Texas. Hubert, my name is Hubert Sellers. Having that relationship with them. And also me cashing them. We ate at the bars in Addison over there. I got some nice things with some nice, beautiful white girls. We sit up there and took pictures together at the Addison bar with Cash and my other friends. And we go to this club right by the Addison station. I've been there twice, man. They need to be big. Like they know how to have it, but it need to be big though. It's right there. Like they know how to have fun. Like I got a picture with me and Cash and everybody posted up on the wall. So, I got pictures of me and these girls in the Addison bars. I got pictures of me and them, and we just taking pictures and we getting to know each other. Me and Cash drinking a beer. We got some beer. I drink beer. Yeah, I drink beer. We got beer in our hand. I drink alcohol, but I tell people I only do it on occasion. If I'm gonna have a good time with my friend, we're gonna drink it on occasions. But they need to get a bigger club. But they need to do it in Addison and find something big. It's a lot of money, but they need to expand the building, and they can expand it. That can be the most biggest thing that you can have if they can expand it. I went to that club in Addison Circle. I went there. Miley Cyrus, everybody's Sagittarians, right? So, um, that's the demo. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. Now I had one of my friends, she a stripper. My boy Mirza played the video. Is a club over there by the Carrollton Library where I got stopped at. And they brought me over there as a club around that area. And one of my friends from Newman Smith, she's a stripper. And she actually she know my brother and them, and she's a stripper, and we got our music played there. And Mirza sent us a video there, and we got our music played there. We doing things, man. We doing things. Let me tell you, I remember Mirza was on Juvenile MySpace, and Juvenile had all of those numbers. And Mirza's like, I got more numbers than Juvenile, everything. But it's really not about the numbers that Mirza needs to understand. It's about the connections. We can have numbers, but and we can't work together as a team. And this is when we had MySpace. He would go on Juvenile page on MySpace, and he would say, "I got more numbers than him." But it's not about the numbers; it's about the connection. You know, when Mirza wanted to do stuff, Baby C, 7 and Up, and 40 Glock in the video said, in a little rap, I used to be on 40 Glock. I'm a big fan, but I used to get on 40 Glock page and go at it with 40 Block. And some people from G Unit that say they were signed with G Unit, and they say they were signed from G Unit, wanted to come to Mirza's house, and I used to get at them. And, you know, I know Lorraine, Lorraine probably been on, because I used to act like a wrestler. Everybody used to get on my ass. Hubert, your ass is crazy acting like a wrestler. And I remember them getting caught, Victor and Vincent acting like on Canal Street. They acting up on Canal Street. They got caught on the jail on Canal Street with T Streets and Gutter now. And like they don't even know, like if they ever get back together, like everybody, they don't even know they'll make a killing. And that's where the blueprint is gonna come at, and where P Diddy is the Birdman must have made the most money, but P Diddy the one that got the most bands. And these things are the strategies where with these music buildings that can make a great killing, and we can do more rotation and work strategize. This is gonna bring in country, hip hop, techno. This is gonna bring billions. But it's gonna take us, all us standing in the studio, all us to keep the buildings running. We all gonna have to keep the things running. Every American gonna have to come together and keep things running. That's the greatest more thing about how we can bring billions and trillions in. When Donald Trump said we're gonna charge people 15, 10%. We're gonna have mansions with studios, properties. This is gonna be the biggest impact around them. We're gonna work as twice as hard. When we work hard, we see results. And that's the thing about being in America. When we work hard, we see results. Add to cart. That's the most important thing when we add to cart. We don't let none go. We fight over here. And we tell them never let none go, guys. Never let no, you keep fighting where racism wants you to step down. Where business leaders have their problem. Senator Ted, I have filed a racial complaint on the legislators for siding with their communities and being a part of them and not a part of us. Now, I don't know when I go to court what I'm going to run into. So it's only right that I file a civil rights complaint on him. And I already did. God said you never know what you run into in the misconduct that's going to happen. You never know that. So you have to understand what's at stake here. You never know what's at stake here. So you never know what's at stake here. Now, Judge Kennedy is going to be arrested, either you like it or not. The prosecutor is going to lose their job, either you like it or not, and not a damn thing you can do about it. Because that's racism. And I told the civil rights, that is racism. Hey, prosecutor, you know what you did was wrong. You know what you did. They know what they did. Before I handed that paper in there, they know what they did. Now, it depends on you carrying out that you did with. Now, I filed the civil rights complaint and kind of sued the Justice Department. Oh. Hey, my teacher didn't teach no dummy. I didn't go to school every summer, and when I didn't hang out with mirrors and them to participate in behavior. I had a teacher named Mr. Charlie. He would work on me, and sometimes we would play checkers, chess. We would play certain games. If it's Connect Four, if it's Trouble, if it's picking up the little thing from me and Mr. Charlie, we used to always have fun, but I also had to help out. And everything. So I had to go through all of those things. But I tell these teenagers, I went. Why you are calling me from there? This message is courtesy of Zip. So I'm not gonna keep arguing with people, man. About I tell you, little kids, I've been in your shoes. You can't let nobody come between y'all connection. If y'all gonna, I've been in your shoes. When other females, I've been in your shoes. I had to go through a lot of things as a teenager, dealing with parents and stuff, and dealing with stuff, and I'm getting chewed out behind a lot of stuff. So you can't argue amongst yourselves. You have to find that when y'all teenagers, and I told them on here, and all the rest of them, why you don't trust because you let your friends, you listen to your friends. That's why you don't trust. If your cousin jealousy, you got to be able to see the spirit, the Holy Spirit. And I told him, I wanted him to know on this kind of guy, I wanted him to know that if you got money in your pocket, that's a threat. That her female friends are gonna try to, another person gonna try to get to you. Another woman. It's the same thing as a woman. A woman, you got a PUSS between your legs. When they see a person on his stuff, and that's a threat. So I'm like, yeah, like I had to understand that, like, Understand that. So I feel like that in that avenue. I feel like that in that avenue where we are constantly understanding. But I told I like literally told him like literally. But I'm not down to and it's never gonna be the right time when we've been waiting. I'm tired, man. That's why I decided to not do nothing with this situation. This dealing with the situation, you know. And he gonna be like, "Damn, come on! I know we had our differences, but shit, you can't always blame me when other people trying to get close to me and shit." And she a woman, like I had to deal with that stuff. Now I really wanted to piss her off, literally, and I did that. I only got with Samantha for one day because I wanted to piss her off. I really wanted to do that. So she kissing Zach in the pool, Zach kissing on her in the pool. I had to, all right. I had to get up back. I say, hold up, you with that bullshit? Yeah, man, like I had to deal with a lot of shit. I had to deal with a lot of shit. You should know that me and your mama me and your mama, we know we should be hanging in there. So I can't deal with it no more, man. I choose not to deal with the bullshit and the lie will coming up. But but one thing when you miss somebody and you love somebody, your heart aches, and I can't. Sometimes I can't hardly get up out of bed because my heart drips. And love can make you understand. And I put my hand on the thing and like, God, can you help me get through this? Can you help me? I miss her really much, and sometimes I'm not myself, like because of my heart dripping, because I miss her. And sometimes those things can be where we understand. I go through my little moments at the moment. I still go through those moments, but I talk to God, and He's giving me that energy of. I still go through those moments, but God, I hold on to something. I hold on to a wall. I'm aching. The heart is aching. The spirit is aching, and it's doing all of these things. I like you know what I'm saying. I had my little selfish behavior back in the, and I understand those things. My little childish moments. Now, when we talk about childish, some things that I don't like, I might don't agree with them sometime on certain things, and all of those things. I had to understand that. But I'm not out to rock the boat with Sabina and her mom, and I'm already getting. You never rock the boat. Yeah, and let me tell you something. And you already getting chewed out already. We wanted kids when we was young, and now you got a problem. Come on, it don't have to be a problem now. Let just make up and take care of the situation. I'm not out to deal with that situation. Like, come on, my kid don't got nothing anyway. You don't have to even. No, my kid be taken care of without me. Even if I don't put in, he just need time. His mama got him. I have seen my baby mama before I broke up with her. I have seen her be independent with her daughter, and they don't need my damn help. So You gonna come when you ready? That's on. But I'm not out to deal with this shit. I'm telling you right now. I ain't about to keep dealing with it. And I'm telling this girl texting me, her mama don't even want me to get to her mama. You a grown woman and you letting your mama control how you going to work and talk, and she acting bad in Chuck E. Cheese and Nickelmania over there in Carrollton while all of this stuff was going on, and she acting like an ass while all of this stuff is going on. Like literally, guys, like literally, she's acting like an ass. Her mama, oh man, at Windows. One of the girls like, why you don't help Hubert out? But her mom is like a damn. You haven't even met me yet. Is you jealous? What that's the problem at? And we in Nickelmania in Carrollton, Texas, and your daughter at Nickelmania and all the employees there. Shout out to and all the employees there, and and your mama acting up like that. I said, Mirza, I'm not dating, talking to this girl because her mama got a problem. Like she a grown ass woman. Her mama, I know she got some jealousy issues. Lady, you haven't even met me. And like I set up in a house over when she worked in Wendy's while I was in Carrollton in 2019. I didn't judge her. Like we just sat there, and that was never was my intention. But I like, and she do some stuff like, but I wanted us like the personality was in there like where I wanted us to hang out and just get the feeling of each other. And sometimes she stood there like, come on, let's just see what we can we do while I'm chilling at your house. And that's how can we make things more interesting. Like it gotta be more while your mama not there. It gotta be more that we can do and how we can connect with each other. And I didn't get those things. I didn't get that. We talked a little bit, but we didn't have enough time. But the mama was interfering, and she tell me about her boyfriend and this and that. Man, look here, man. Woman, look, you understand? Your mama want control. That's the problem now with these situations that's going on. And she moved. So we said to each other, and she got to understand. We always don't have. I go to the CVS and I get you something, right? But you gotta accept what I give you, like it's a gift. I didn't cry over everything. I didn't cry over everything that I didn't want it. Like, but if you give me something, I'm giving we friends, and I didn't want to be with her because of the way her mama acted. And you can't take what I get you. You're not appreciating enough. I'm like, you're not really being appreciated. It's a gift. Take it with the sister. It's some nice earrings. It has some hearts on it. It's a gift. It's a gift. Stop thinking it's a gift. It's the everybody thinks stuff is not real. You know, when you go buy a watch from Walmart and all of these things, it's what makes you happy. It's to make what you happy in the way you want to shine. And the thing, I don't care if it don't cost $1 million. I don't care if it costs 10. It's a gift. Appreciate the gift. Like we talked about this in our CPS class. Nothing we never do is good enough for people. Like we actually talked about that in our CPS class. Like damn, at least accept the gift. If it was us walking in the mall, as anything, I'm giving you something. And then when I buy my kids shoes, that's a problem. I say, look, my kid had to be taken care of. I don't mind being in that situation. We had a conflict. I had to let it go. No, not this and that. Same thing with Felicia. Like, come on, your baby. Nah, like, don't put me in that situation. I'm showing you what shoes I got for my. You could have waited till I got some more. Don't do that, man. Like, my son is my most important thing, and I show you some shoes, and I show you what I got him. You talking about? Oh, that don't got nothing to do. No, stop that. No, right there, right now. Stop that little jealous shit right there, right now. And my responsibility matters the most. Stop that shit right